Hello, 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 everybody. Everybody. What's cracking? What's up? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, this video may and may not be for you, just so you know. But I want to talk about how Monster Energy has helped me mentally, guys. Mentally. Monster Energy. Why is Monster Energy a thing for me? Let me refill my cup. Let me refill my cup and empty my cup. The sun is setting, guys. The sun is setting too. So, this starts from when I was young. Okay? Everybody in my in my high school, kind of, not everybody, but there was some people in my high school that drank Monster Energy, and they would drink three big cans sometimes one big old can, sometimes just one regular 12 ounce. And I gotta say, Monster Energy, everybody thinks of it as it's bad for you, it's no good. What do you mean it's bad for you? You know, what do you mean it's no good? Well, what do you mean it's no good? It's not bad for you. It just comes around, going round and around and around, where everybody's fighting for it. Monster Energy, you know, again, if you don't know, I'm a big fanatic of Monster Energy. I got Monster everywhere in my apartment. I can't show the other spot because I'll go around corners. But my motto with Monster Energy came from when I was in high school. I did not drink any of that because I was thinking the same thing. It's not good for your health. I don't know how my body would react to it. So this is what happened. I had one crazy friend that was just like one of those crazy white girl friends. And I can't say friend because she was actually a classmate of mine. And so I had this one classmate. We were in class all the time, and she'll be drinking Monster, and I'll be like wandering around with her, and you know, she just drink Monster, and it smells so good. And I wanted to try a long time ago, but I never got the courage to try it. And this was in 12th grade. Was it 12th? I think maybe 11th. No. Maybe even earlier. Either 11th or 10th grade. That is the question. That is so weird. So, either 11th or 10th grade is when I was basically encountered with it. And the funny story is, I had anxiety. My ex at that time, I had a, I was in a relationship in high school, and we were going through hard times, and I was not accepting the hard times because it was kind of like a shocker to you, you know. Whenever a person breaks up with you, it's a real big shocker. Or you break up with the other person, yes, it's a real big shocker, especially when you're young. And I was in 11th or 10th grade, so I was pretty young. So the girl, the crazy white girl, she's all like, "You want some monster?" And I'm all like, "F it, let me try." Because I was so angry. I was so heartbroken. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to feel, guys. So the crazy white guy, I said, "Yeah, now let me try some. Just let me try a little bit of it." And so I grabbed her cup. I grabbed the monster can and just, and she's like, "It's good, right?" I was like, "Yes, it's good." And I was like, and I kept drinking it and drinking it. And we were just on that, and it made me feel a certain way. It made me, didn't feel like energy at all. It made me feel that single big gulps I didn't even do sips. And usually when I try things, I do sips. But no, I had so many mixed emotions. I was sad, angry, depressed, all the above. Like, I can't live without this person, you know. And again, I was young. And after that, I just, I got to monster my own self. And I drank the monster and I kept drinking the monster. And I drank Monster Energy after she gave me the monster. I grabbed my own monster and drank that and gulped it, and I felt awesome. I felt like there was no anxiety. I felt like this didn't just happen. I felt like if you drink for the first time, you just feel a certain way. I felt a certain way drinking this Monster Energy. And so I said to myself, I said, is this helping me mentally cope with a breakup? And mind you, how we broke up, it was basically we were in the second floor of the I don't know, West Wing. And he says he no longer wants to be with me, and he kind of like shrugged his shoulders and just says, "Yeah, I don't want to be with you no more." And I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "I'm breaking up." And I'm all like, I couldn't take it. So that's when I just kept, you know, wishing him back and say, you know, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Because at that time, we always saw each other, and he just grew up. He grew up so fast, and we're teenagers, you know. So again, I couldn't cope with it, and I just drunk Monster. And the first day that happened, I went to class late. My teacher says, "Why are you late?" And I just ran to the desk and just pounded my head on the desk and was like, "Rah!" And then she was all like, I've never seen her like that. Like, my teacher, her name was Miss Walagura, and Miss Walagura was the basic mom of the whole, a mom basically. She was a mom teacher. So she helped us in every situation. No matter what we were going through, she would always help us. So I was hurt. I was really, really hurt. And she's like, let me have a moment outside with you in the hallway. And I was just like mad. And everybody never seen me like this. Nobody seen me like this. And so I was just like, okay, I go up there to the hallway with her. She tells me, what's wrong? What happened? You know, I'm going to have to write you up for being late. I said, go ahead and write me up for being late. She's like, what happened? And I told her what happened. And she's like, started giving me that talk. After she started giving me that talk, I was like in that mode where, what the heck am I going to do? What am I going to do with myself? Because when you're constantly with someone in school, and you constantly meet at the bus stop, you constantly ride the same bus, you constantly basically, have that same routine where y'all in the same spot, at lunch, whatever, y'all together. Y'all always together, same thing. And it's like, what the heck am I going to do? I found some new people to hang out with because a lot of people saw that I was pretty bad and I didn't take it so well. And so I turned to Monster Energy because it helped me mentally get over it so fast. I drank, I think maybe two cans sometimes, or maybe even one big old can. And I had gotten me a little job. And when I got my job, it was my first job. Let me go empty my cup. Give me a second. We're gonna make this 31 minutes live. Now my crazy classmate, white chick girl, she ended up graduating before me because she was in a different class, different age. So I still consume Monster as a relaxation to where it's like everything's gonna be okay. When I'm drinking a Monster, I feel more relaxed. I feel no anxiety at all. So as time progressed, guys, that's how I took it. Every single situation that I felt like it was a hard time and I felt like I couldn't with myself and I felt anxiety, I would grab a can of Monster and drink it gradually and securely. Like I felt security over it. I didn't feel no energy. I felt energy in the beginning and then it kind of wore off. But I didn't feel no energy. I felt secure because that's how I cured my anxiety. I was so anxiety up and then it's like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. So much anxiety. Instead of turning to pills, instead of turning to antidepressants or anything like that, I grabbed me a can of Monster and gulped the Monster and breathe in and breathe out. I felt so much better. I felt so much better, guys. Let me see. Mic check 1, 2. I don't know why I barely even put the mic on. Okay, there it goes. I felt so much better and I felt a lot of relief. whenever as time progressed, I did go through some hard times, and I did do the same thing. I grabbed me a can of Monster. It helped me so much mentally. It's not even funny. Still to this day, guys, it's still helping me. Whenever we were going through the, how do you say it on the internet? The beer bug. When we're going through the lockdown, when we're going through the beer bug, I had so much anxiety, and I did something different. And you know why I did something different? Actually, that should be a story for another day. But they told me that I had to see a psychiatrist and see a doctor. I saw a doctor, and the doctor says see a psychiatrist. The doctor prescribed me Xanax because I was freaking out so much. My heart rate was high. Everything was high. I couldn't breathe. I was hyperventilating. I was all over the place. And mind you, I didn't have Monster. I didn't turn to Monster because I'm like, well, what happens if I don't turn to Monster? So they gave me Xanax to calm me down. And then I went to psychiatry, my psychiatrist, for months. I think years. I think a year and a half or 2 years already. I was seeing a psychiatrist. They were giving me pills. And one time I did mix Monster Energy with the pills, and it didn't feel good. I felt more than happy. I felt goofy. Like I was goofy. And so as time progressed, I noticed that my psychiatrist was not paying the great attention to me and just prescribing me these medicines. And I said, you know what? I'm going to slowly take myself off these medicines, and I'm going to get back on the Monster Energy drink. Gosh, did I feel so much better. After I got through with my, slowly taking little bitty doses, I tried myself to take myself off of antidepressants, and I was just having so many nightmares and so much hallucination, going through them. Like you could feel so much anxiety. And I said to myself, you know what? I don't need this, because this is the way I cure things. I use Monster Energy to help me mentally. And I'm all like, why did I not listen to myself? And why was I just going to take pills that doctors prescribe me when they really don't care about you? You're doing more damage to your body by taking all those pills than drinking a can of Monster Energy. In my preference. I turned to it, and I just drank Monster on it daily to calm me down until I started slowing down. I'm like, okay, well, I don't need Monster on a daily. Let's try Monster every other day, or let's try Monster only when we get anxiety attacks. When I got an anxiety attack, I would, go to the vending machine, go get me a Monster, go to the convenience store, go get me a Monster, and then drink my Monster. And I'll feel so much better. So much better. And y'all guys, y'all might think, I just made a live stream about, what was the name of the topic? Let me go back to, I don't know why it does that. I don't know, it doesn't do like the app. Oh, are you the odd one, or are they the odd one? It kind of goes back to that. Let me go empty my cup. my cup. Let me refill my cup too. Let's get some bubbles up in here. The sun has setted, guys. The sun has setted. So, Monster Energy was helping me cope through anxiety like nothing. And still to this day, I think of it like that. Every time I feel anxiety happening or something happening that I can't breathe, and I'm just like overwhelmed, I'll turn to Monster Energy because ever since that day that I just said about the first day I drank Monster Energy, ever since that day I consumed it as it's going to be okay, you're going to be fine, the world is going to continue. It gave me something I have never felt at all. It didn't give me energy because now I can relax and drink a Monster. People say, how the heck can you relax and drink a Monster? If they saw this video and saw the beginning of this video, they would know why. Because I took it as a consume of relaxation. I took it as a antidepressant, as a mental health thing, that it was going to help me mentally and not going to break me down or nothing. I felt a certain different way. You know, every time I felt, I always turn to Monster, and that's just the way I am. And people may say, you know, how's your health right now if you drink Monster almost every day? I don't drink Monster almost every day. I drink Monster when I feel the need to. And again, people will disagree with you and say, oh, it's bad. And again, it goes back and around and back, that everything is bad for you no matter what. No matter what. So whoever says that, oh, Monster Energy is bad, it's not good for your health, let's just say the same thing over and over and say everything is bad. Everything is not good for your health. The whole environment is not good for your health. Being outside is not good for your health. Being indoors is not good for your health. Nothing is good for your health, okay? Just consume that. Well, this is something different. This is something you drink, and you drink because everything you drink, no matter if it's alcohol and water. Water has so much additives you don't even know. You think it's pure water. Oh no, there's no pure water out here. People are like, well, I only drink smart water. Well, I only drink this certain type of water. Go ahead and say what you want to say. Hello, Shaggy Girl. Man, I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Wow, it's been a while. It has been a while. You know, the first. Heck yeah. Oh my goodness. What kind of emoji is that? Well, yeah, that's exactly how I feel with Monster Energy. It just helps me cope with everything. It helps me. What do you think of Monster Energy, Shaggy Girl? What do you think of Monster Energy? goodness. Someone going cuckoo outside. So they have Monster Energy 2 alcohol, and I've tried that, and I could say it was good. It didn't get me to the point where I wanted to, but it tastes just like Monster, and it just tastes like Monster Energy, not Monster Energy with alcohol. And I'm like, wow. And I would have anything with Monster. Anything with Monster. I love. There was actually one Monster Energy pickles I want, and I'm like, where the heck do you find these pickles? They said you can find them at HEB, but I never found them at HEB, and so I'm like, well, where do you get them? I don't know if I can order them online and they'll be okay through shipping. I'm not sure. But yeah, Monster Energy has helped me mentally, guys. It has helped me with my anxiety, and a lot of people don't see that. I consume it as chillax. I consume it as natural as possible. It doesn't get me hyped up. If I want something to get me hyped up, I would probably take, I'll probably drink like Nas Full Throttle, because those get you hyped up a little bit more than Monster Energy. Monster Energy doesn't really do much for me, in fact, because I've been drinking it for years. So I'm not sure how that works, but when I try drinking like Nas or I drink Full Throttle, it just pumps me up and hypes me up, and I feel a different person too. Thank goodness, guys, for me finding that out at a young age and not like right now. Thinking Monster is all that. Monster, there's a whole bunch of people in my school. When I went to college, guys, when I went to college, everybody had Monster on their desk. Monster Energy was a thing at there. I was like, man, y'all did. The college was making so much money off of the Monster. It's not even funny. That's not even funny. But they expect the kids to stay up in school, paying attention to the teacher whenever. Half of the time, it doesn't work. They put something. I guess they put something else in the ingredients as time went on and progressed. That basically doesn't make you stay up and make you hyper or anything like that. Is that a cat? Well, what are your thoughts? What's Shy Girl? What's your thoughts on Monster Energy? Let me empty my cup. Oh. I'll be here a little bit longer because Shaggy Girl, first time I've seen you in my live stream since the third season. We're on fourth season right now. So I'm going to stay here for 15 more minutes. And as time progresses, I will know who's going to be here for longer and longer. If we make a full conversation, we stay here for longer as well. But I always like to write on people to see which people are actually going to be here for a long period of time. And I see a random guy. Who's that? Let me see what that is. And let's put some lights. Some dancing lights. Monster Energy is my best friend. My best friend that helped me through the hard times. Helped me cope with a lot of stuff in my early ages. And I'm so thankful for having that. Or I would have gone crazy myself. Like when I was in school and that happened to me, I didn't know what to do. And when I took the first sip and first drink and kept drinking, I knew that everything was going to be fine. Everything was going to be okay. And so that's what I consumed it as for my mental health, mentally, and just kept going with it. That's pretty intense, you know, the way I think about it as. These people are all clogged up over here. They can't get the door to open. What y'all think about it? What y'all think? If anybody joins, I'll be here a little longer, but let's see. Oh boy. Ooh. And I tried different flavors too. I know. And some of them, the flavors are different. And it just doesn't taste the same. And sometimes when I try to cure my anxiety, and I drink a different flavor, it doesn't cure it, it kind of makes it worse. So I just drink the natural green one, because the green one actually cures my anxiety, helps me mentally. And I think the rehab is okay. The rehab I could deal with. I think it's just a strong scent, and I'm a weakness. If somebody's drinking Monster Energy around me, I'm like, oh my god, I start craving it, and I just can't. Oh, I have to have one. And you know, it helps me. And it's going to continue to help me until further notice. Till things, you know, start being different or what. And it would be a legend in my book, because what I just told y'all in the beginning of this video was very tragic, you know. It was a tragic thing that happened to me, and I found peace and Monster Energy, and it helped me so much. Let me put this kid outside. Oh man. I'm gonna go empty my cup. Man, I've been drinking. I drank so much water before I started drinking. guess this kid is just randomly sitting with this other kid. Oh, they are. Random kid. Well, yeah, so this is my last live stream of the day. This is my 5th live stream today. My 5th one today. I need to get me some extra, I need to go to the dollar store and get me some more of those, leaf petals. They're black rose leaf petals. So I can put them back up there because they fall occasionally from time to time because I guess the heat of that little spot. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's a little decoration I have. And Paco's asleep. I gotta close this cage. Or you know, I just leave it open and see what happens tomorrow morning. I am off tomorrow. And probably work on my car. Hopefully I can get it done. Jeez, man, I hate when this happens. So I told you my story about Monster Energy, guys. What is y'all's story about energy drinks or whatever? You know, you think it's a good thing, it's a bad thing, it's healthy, not healthy. What you think about it? You know, I want to know from other people. You know, people will say, I had a cousin. Usually they always say I had a cousin or a friend that OD'd on Monster. Ended up in the hospital because it's not all for everybody. It is not for everybody, guys. Come back. Ooh, ouch. Man, I've been hurting myself a lot lately. Like left and right, I've been hurting myself. It's still a little daylight outside, but you know, I had the same lighting a while back, and with the half shades. I'm doing all the way shade down so you can see what it looks like through the window. So you can see how much of it's shade. It only has a little bit right here that I cannot get because the angle of the window is these apartments were built in the 50s. So you know how many people lived in this apartment? Lots. So you know how many people have the same idea to put a window shade up? Lots. So you know how many times they sheetrock it? Lots. So that the whole area is all tense. So I had to readjust and put it on the other side because it looked like they just puttied it and that's it because people were doing the same thing. It's a window shade, man. I feel like apartments should automatically come with a shade, not just curtains. But yeah, woo! We're here almost 45 minutes. I am going to play some video games and then eat me something and try to relax. Tomorrow, I'll probably be up in the morning or so. We'll see. Thank you, Shaggy Girl, for joining. So I just wanted to say this. Monster Energy has helped me mentally. It has helped me with my anxiety. It has helped me in general cope with a lot of stuff. And if you stick throughout this whole entire video until the end, let me know in the comment section down below. Tell me something in the comments. In the comments, just something. Put something. And let me know if you feel the same way, if you went through what I went through. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.